become a billionaire, to become a millionaire, to become a rock star, to become something, but you don't do anything. It is just including myself. Therefore, I am stuck in this position right now. The thing is, you just see that goal, right? You see that goal. But you see that goal every day. You don't do anything, right? You know, one time I told you there is something called writer's block. We want to write, but we cannot write because something is inhibiting us, right? We don't feel like writing. Why? Because we just think about the finished product, right? What you are here, you are at this point, and billionaire is here. You just see this thing here, right? You don't see all these stages here. You don't see all these stages. So, because, and this is not going to happen in next minute, but you want this to happen in next minute. It is impossible.
Yes, sir.
Because we don't see this thing. There is a gap.
We don't see pain and all those.
We don't see all these things.
Yes, sir.
Even when I tell you to do assignment, when I tell you to write anything, report, or even thesis, if you do your thesis,
yes,
dissertation, right?
Yes.
You don't do because you finish off that final product. But it's not like that. You can write in any language you know. You can write, don't worry about grammatical thing, don't worry about anything. Just compile and write it down, right? There are editors who will edit your paper. Whatever article you see that is of Barack Obama or maybe Bill Gates, right?
Yes.
They are edited. You have editing thing. So the final polished, final finished product will be there. So now what you have to do is, setting a goal, you have to have some mindset. Therefore, that is the assignment about. And you have to be specific. Specific is, the first time you brainstorm, it comes that, okay, I want to be a rich person, right? Or I want to do this article, I want to write this thing, I want to do this, right? That is your mindset. Now, you have a goal, you have to break that goal into several goals. Break that goal into several goals. For example, if your goal is N, then you have to fragment that N into N1, N2, N3, N4, N5, N6, N7, N8, N8, N10. It is about part to part and part to whole relation. Apparently, your N1 might not be related to your goal, but it is related. Okay? For example, if you see a sugar, then there are so many ample of things that you can relate sugar with. Yes or no?
Yes,
but you know that you are going to make tea of sugar, right? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Same thing with the water, right? So that is the thing. Now I'll explain it to you everything. So you have to work on N1. You have to work on N2. It is so easy. You have to work on N3, N4, N5, N6, right? And the whole picture paints, you know? You can connect all the dots and that is your goal. It is there, right? So what you have to do, same thing with the writing is, what you have to do is, I'll tell you, have to think first, decide, you have to research, massive research, massive preparation, right? That is your asset. That is your opportunity because your research is your asset. That is what your intellectual property is. Next time, whenever you talk to somebody, if you have researched immensely, you are strong, right? You have that vocabulary. You can say, okay, I have been here, I have been here. Now, you are telling that you are going to go Solukhumbu and Kalinchok, right? If you have not gone there, then, for example, Ujjwal, right? Ujjwal lost Solukhumbu and Solukhumbu's and Kalinchok's Bhagavati's experience is different Ujjwal. Right? Now you guys will have Solukhumbu ness in you and Kalinchok ness in you. It's about research. Now if anybody is fooling that, okay, down the line, if anybody is telling anything about Kalinchok, do you trust now? Because you have your own experience, right? So that is how important research is. So once you research, you implement, right? It is about part to part and part to whole relation. It's about dots. Now see, every goal you have, like you want to be billionaire, right? Can you relate billionaire with eating food? No, right? Definitely not. Because if you see part to part, it is like, oh, my goodness. What has burger to do with billions, right? It's a billionaire. What has a sandwich, what has a cup of coffee to do with this? Or what has a slip to do with this, right? No. Everything is related. Now see here. Once you have a billionaire mindset, or once you want to accomplish things, once you want to do this thesis, once you want to do dissertation paper, you have that goal, right? That is, I'm trying to relate it to this because as a cosmopolitan citizen, you need this. Now see this here. It might be talking culture, right? talking culture, because we watch people have antenna, right? People police you, people gaze at you, people watch at you so closely that you won't have even personal or individual life once you become that billionaire, right? So how you talk to people, right? What do you say? It's so important. Imagine, like if I say, okay, I'm gonna destroy Nepal. Anything happens? Nothing happens. What happens if, Putin says, I'm going to destroy Nepal? It is going to be talk of the town, not talk of the town, talk of the world, right? So it matters. I told you now. Right now, I'm doing this. Anything? Did anybody give me money?
No, sir.
If Sargon does this, oh my goodness, you'll have like 5 crore rupees.
2 pounds.
Let alone 5 crore. If I get 1 crore, I'll fixed deposit, I'll get 1 lakh, like 6 digit, a minimum 6 digit in my bank. I will enjoy this life. See how that talk matters, your activity matters. So talking culture. Every day you'll be watched without being told that you are watched, because every day you talk, and our mind calculates in whole sum,
Exactly.
That is the thing. So talking culture matters. Dress up habits. Dressing up, this matters. Your attire, your eating culture matters, because if you don't eat healthy, then your mind cannot function, right? Your mind is your body. It is embedded, like technology is embedded in communication system, your mind is embedded in your body. Okay? So eating habit. So all these things, drinking culture, all these things comprises to one goal. So you have to dissect that into goal. For example, let me relate this with my assignment, right? I told you, okay, write about your future. What do you want to be exactly, right? Everybody wants money, but you have to negotiate all those things. Which car do you want? Ferrari? Which color you want? Red? You become more specific, right? Red, right? And things like that. Like what kind of business you want to stick on? How much bank balance do you want in your bank? You just, if you can make this in a pictorial form, then I will be so thankful. If not, write it down. So this is the first step. Let all this you all dream get inside your mind, and you don't have to do anything. Just seal it down. It will manifest. So it's power of thinking. And same thing with the writing. Because in Nepal, many of us, we don't, like thesis is your extension. What you write is your extension. This marker is extension of my hand, is it not?
Yes, sir.
The shirt I wear is extension of my eyes. Therefore, thesis you write down the line, your examination paper you write, that is your extension. That is you, right? Therefore, you should be pride in doing things, pride in doing assignment. That is you. Why we don't do is we are not used to. Because the culture is such that there is a writer's block. We didn't write. We didn't maintain journal, right? So we all know that, okay, for example, if somebody is dead, right, we wear white clothes, right? Somebody has taught us that, okay, white clothes is a thing that you wear when somebody dies, right? So similarly, like you are taught, you have to be taught that you have to maintain journal all the time, right? You have to watch yourself. Coming out from, like, I'm Achyut. Achyut has to come out to see this Achyut. Only then things happen. Who likes to wake up early in the morning? Do you think I like? But that 5-second negotiation, that 10-second, no. Intra-communication, intra-conflict, no, I gotta go. So discouragement, don't discourage yourself, right? There are so many people in the crowd, right? And you feel like doing what they are doing because they are not doing anything creative. Anything, creativity, hard work, determination, that takes, you have to convince your mind, only then it happens. Like see, I give this example, I don't know where did I listen this from, but like weeds, weeds? They grow blatantly, they grow everywhere, right? You don't have to do anything. Like you see weeds everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Everywhere there are weeds. Weeds, Why, There is a song of, what is that song, Remy? No one can stop me. Getting high, there is one song. Anyway, there are so many songs about getting high, getting on the top. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Anyways, so, alright, can I just have your attention as well? Just 2 minutes and then I'll give you time to talk. I respect your patience. See, weeds is gaza, right? Everywhere it grows, but rose, that flower, lotus, anything. You have to plant that, right?
Yes, sir. Exactly.
So that planting is about being positivity. Nobody is positive when they are born. Positivity has to be constructed from that negativity. We are dinosaur, you know. We have that dinosaur part and Apollonian part. We have bad part and good part. Bad part is counterbalanced by good part, therefore we are good. But deep inside us, we are all rude. We are all that monster, you know. We feel we like crazy things, right? But you have to, therefore that is what I'm telling. Because we don't take any time to work on this thing. Many of us, including myself, I don't know what I'm going to do in future. Are you living your life?
No, sir.
Definitely.
Yeah,
See, one thing it comes in your mind lately is like, if I become a doctor, I'll tell you one thing. If I become a doctor and if I am like a senior lecturer or assistant professor, whatever, I cannot give that key to my daughter. Can I do that?
No, sir.
If I die, can my daughter come here and teach this and get some money? No, right? Look at the you know the mileage of what I'm doing. But if I end up opening a fast food restaurant or maybe hospitality business or something like that, if I die, my daughter can come and take care of that. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So one is eternal, one is transcendental. If you do something on your own, one is transcendental. It is limitless, right? But what I'm doing is limited. Because, now here's the thing. Because I want to share things with you guys. I'm happy what I'm doing. But I'm just telling you things. You have to have that goal. What you want to be. Nobody will have goal. You have to think, because you know we are becoming like, we are hugely and massively dictated by society, right? By our dad, mom. They tell, okay, you have to be a doctor. You have to be nurse, and that is only in our mind. Doctor, nurse, doctor, nurse. Why? Because doctor is popular in society. What about that doctor profession decenters? There is a concept like recentering and decentering, right? So you are becoming, you'll be oscillating like a pendulum. Yes or no? Because here is the thing. Before you are not supposed to pierce your ear. You're not supposed to dye your hair. But right now it's okay. People who ever pierced their ear before, they suffered. Right now it's fashion, right? Everybody respect that. Tattoo culture is evolving these days. So you have to understand. You have to understand this thing in mind. So take time and think about what you want to be in your life, and even in this undergraduate course, what kind of thesis you want to do. You just have to know what kind of thesis you want to do. Everything follows, Everything will follow in your prospect. Don't worry about grammatical mistake, don't worry about thesis statement, nothing. But there has to, for example, by looking at a thesis, I should be able to say, okay, Smita Nes is here. Your name is Smita, right? Smita. This is Smita's thesis. I have to know that. Okay, now in your assignment, I'll tell you once again. In your assignment, try to make that in a pictorial form. Be it a chart paper, be it a size paper. If you want Ferrari, just paste the picture of, small picture of car Ferrari, and put it on that chart paper. If you want maybe $1 billion in your bank account, just write that $1 billion, boom, 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 in bank account, right? Now what kind of company do you want? Just, for example, if you want something like Apple, something like Orange, right? Or maybe Care or something, any company that you want, write that. And write, okay, and put your picture there and write net worth, cars, collection of cars, right? And businesses, and anthropology, social work, what are you doing? Can you do that? It doesn't take any time, right? And I'm not going to take that. That will be with you, but I'm just going to see that. Alright. Can I have a consent, please? Do we all agree on this? I want some voice.
Yes, sir.
Anil, did you understand? Alright, good.